Good evening. Welcome back to Greg Tech Hell. I am your host, Katiana, and we are here in ATM9. And I am miserable and frustrated because Greg Tech and Refined Storage hate each other, and I am caught in the middle. And now you are joining me. Enjoy being in hell. Allow me to explain. Never, ever, 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 ever use refined storage with Greg Tech. It is a very bad idea. I have many regrets. So many regrets. So many regrets. My recipes started breaking down over the weekend. And I now have several of them, which when I try to craft a recipe, this is all I get. It tells me I have a broken recipe. It doesn't tell me what the recipe is, so I can't find it. I'm in hell. I have been driving myself insane trying to figure out workarounds for this nightmare. It has been hell. I have made virtually no progress since last we met on Saturday. I have made a tiny bit of progress. I was able to get the line casings, the control casings, the assembly line, the data access hatch, and the IV energy hatch done to complete this multi-block, which is supposed to allow me to make the electric piston. So we now have 4 fully functional, technically operational assembly multi-blocks. Problem being, some of the recipes for the inputs will not work through the system. What's really stupid is the recipe will work fine if you take the inputs to the machine and just put them in there yourself. Works just fine. So I could not, for example, make a data access hatch work. So I manually made an EV input bus, grabbed 4 quantum processors, 4 data sticks, a bucket of liquid poly tetrafluoroethylene, brought them in here, put them in the machine, and voila, I got my data access hatch. Could not send the recipe through here, wouldn't work. But I came here and put the items into the machine, worked fine. Not a problem at all. But I couldn't send it via refined storage. It would not work. No matter what I did, it would not work. Oh, what if it's because what if this doesn't like the input coming from the bottom? I didn't think about that. That is like the only thing I could think about. doesn't let me use the bottom. Where? No, because this has everything going into this machine and it's on top just like normal. See, and these things are working just fine, like they're supposed to. Oh, you could use some speed upgrades. That'll help. Like, I've tested all the different pieces and parts of this recipe. Is it the plastic circuit board that's still not working? I mean, we tested so many flippin' recipes on Saturday. That's what we spent the entire stream trying to diagnose this problem. Now, I did figure out one of the issues I had was with iridium. I now have 283 iridium nuggets. So I am going to make this and do this. And now we shall always have a minimum of 32 iridium nuggets in our system at any given time. Or we will in a minute. Iridium ingot, 32. May take it a minute. Why is this stuck again? See, this is one of the recipes that gets stuck. Trying to make the hot niobium titanium ingots. It gets stuck. Oh, because it's also trying to make hot HSSS. Where? Okay, why is this just sitting here? There is titanium and there's niobium and it's just sitting here. Why? It's just sitting here in the mixer. Niobium and titanium dust and it's just sitting here in the mixer. Why? Why isn't it running? Wait a minute. That can't be right. Should be niobium dust and titanium dust, not niobium and titanium dust. Why? What is it doing? What? What the hell is this? No, 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 no. See, this is what I'm dealing with. These patterns are just niobium dust. There is no alternative selected for this. It's just niobium dust. And there's no alternatives for you. So what is it doing? I I just I don't understand. So this is supposed to be going to the electric blast furnace to be turned into the niobium ingots. Is that recipe in here? No. So why is this in here? It's not hiding in one of these invisible slots, is it? No. Should be going in here. Oh my god. See, this is the sort of stuff that does not make sense to me. Oh, look, it's producing again. So now where's the niobium? It's supposed to be being produced by these two things. The purified pyroxylite. Oops. So this gets used in the to make refined, and then the refined is what gets. Oh, and it's only a 14% chance at that. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, so this needs to go through. Where did we go here? We went crushed, purified. No, we're not doing manganese, we're doing niobium. We need thermal centrifuge and then macerator. Okay, so we're going to put these in a thermal centrifuge. Where is it? Thermal centrifuge. So you get these. Now we're looking for the refined. Now, will the refined get processed properly on their own, or am I going to have to give them a shove? I just wish I knew what was wrong. So I can make these fine if I make just one. I can make them by the stack. Let's go ahead and make a stack of those. We're going to use a bunch of them. Let's go ahead and make a stack of them. Sure, why not? Because we might be dealing with this for a bit. Alright, so now we have the refined. That's going to go to a macerator, which is this baby. Put those in there. Why would I put the pattern in there instead of in there? I have no idea. Oh, look, suddenly you've remembered what you're supposed to be making properly. Why weren't you doing that before? I don't know, because you didn't feel like it maybe? Oh, and now you're going to put it in this machine. I got nothing. I got nothing. Okay, so it's not the printed circuit boards that's causing the problem. It was the printed circuit boards before that were causing the problem, but it's not anymore. And I have fixed iridium. So the problem before was the uh, I think the problem before was the hydrochloric acid. I have changed some of the recipes, so I am not using hydrochloric acid for some of my recipes. Some of them I have to use hydrochloric acid, but some of them I could use other materials. So that works around the problem, and hopefully that would help. At least that was my thought. But if I try to do a robot arm, I'm still running into a problem of one of the ingredients ended up needing itself. You need to remove the pattern or make sure the pattern is not used during crafting, but it's not telling me what the offending pattern is. 46 months resub from JC. Thank you, thank you, thank you, JC. Appreciate you. And I cannot. Oops. No, stop, stay there. I cannot figure out what the offending item is. It is not the. It's something in the nanoprocessor line. Okay, so if we look at the nanoprocessor line, I believe I'm using. Which one am I using? Okay, let's go look. So I think, emphasis on I think that's the broken pattern we're dealing with right now. Is the nanoprocessor one. So, aluminum frame, nanoprocessor, advanced SMD, RAM chip, annealed copper wire, and liquid tin. So my guess is going to be it's all three of these that are broken. So is it the epoxy printed circuit board that's broken? It is. Okay. So now we have to look at the recipe for this one. Can I make the epoxy circuit board by itself? Yes. So I can make epoxy circuit boards. and electrum foil, if I change the recipe to be using sodium persulfate instead of iron 3 chloride, will that be the problem? Because I think it's the iron 3 chloride that is causing the problem. I think. Alright, so let's go find our recipe for the epoxy circuit board. So that is here. So we're going to put you in here. Here. No, I changed it to the sodium persulfate. Okay. Let's change it back to this. Okay, likes that one better. Can I make the robot arm now? No. But I fixed the epoxy. Why do you still not work? Supercomputer works, so I can make the supercomputer. I'm doing... Which one am I doing? I'm doing this one. Is it the annealed copper wire? No. I don't understand. Okay, so I can make aluminum frame. Yes, we can make aluminum frame. That's easy peasy. We can make that. Let that run. That'll make us the aluminum frame. Not a problem. And we can make the nano supercomputers. Okay. We just ran that and it said it would work for 1. So the problem is we can run it for 1 and it breaks for 2. Why? Explain this to me. Why can we run the craft once, but we can't run the craft for multiples? Is that's where this is breaking down? No. It would let me make the first one, but when it tries to make the second one is when it breaks. Is it the SMDs? See, none of this makes sense to me. And oh, I wish it would process the oil faster. We are down to 25,000 buckets. Greg coming in with a 10 stream watch streak. Thank you, Greg. This is now waiting its turn for this to finish processing the oil, and then it should process the next 60 buckets of oil. Then we should be sitting pretty on the plastic printed circuit boards. That was one of the recipes that Saturday we could not get to work. And all the work I made with recipe changes with hydrochloric acid, and I think I got that one fixed. So I know I have iridium fixed because I put bees out there. So we now have all the iridium we could want. And I think I have hydrochloric acid fixed. Emphasis on I think. No guarantees on that one. I suspect we still have some quirkiness because this still acts up. See, look at all of that leftover stuff after it is crafted my niobium titanium cable. That shouldn't be the case. It's so stupid. District has no idea why my system does that. It boggles his mind. Alright, so now this one's going to start running. What is it not able to make on the second one that it's balking at? Because if I have to, I will go and make the individual components and go stand at the machine and put them in there like I did before so we can make this frickin' Elite Assembler 2 and move forward with this chapter. We're only 4 quests away from finishing this chapter and moving on to the next one, which I desperately want to get off of this chapter. I don't know if we're going to actually be able to ever do anything seriously within this chapter at all at this point. I'm becoming very disheartened because of my issues with the refined storage system. It had been going really well up until this point, and now it's breaking down. You know, is it reaching a breaking point? I don't know. We'll see. I've stuck it out this long. I'm going to keep plugging away at it, but oh, it's so frustrating. And yes, I'm whining. I know I'm whining. Dang it, I've worked really hard on this. Okay. And now it says it will run. What? What? This is my absolute confusion face. You all saw how it was not running and not running and not running, and all of a sudden now it wants to run? I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm not complaining at all. I'm ecstatic at this point. I just don't understand it. None of this makes any sense to me at all. It wouldn't run and it wouldn't run and it wouldn't run, and now it wants to run. Why? I don't understand. Okay, it said it wants to run, and now the question is, will it? So now we have got multiple crafts going downstairs in our assembly multi-blocks. We have got 2 LuV motors, and we have an LuV robot arm. We got 450 buckets of oil that need to be processed. Oh my god. That is a lot of oil. Like, that is a lot of oil. Oh, I need to make the Ruridit. We'll see if it's able to do that. And it's got some wafers and chips to make. On the plus side, it does have a ton of this stuff already stored. So that is encouraging. Now, since we made some of our changes, so we moved, I gotta find it all. We moved the sulfuric naphtha over to this one. I have not had to repair that particular recipe. Knock on wood. That one has been working much better over here and not having to be fixed. That's what we need to keep an eye out for any stray items in our various machines to make sure that they don't get hung up on anything. This is still making HSSS ingots, which that's not a surprise. We're going to need a ton of that for all of these LuV components, which is going to slow things up a little bit because I think the Ruridate ingots need to go through that as well. It's okay. We are going to be patient. We're going to try and be patient. Try maybe is a not proper word, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. In the meantime, let's see if we can knock another chapter out. How about that? Let us go through. How about power? because this is just going to be a bunch of crafting all the things, and we should be able to do a bunch of crafting all the things. So the solar panel chapter, that section is already done, and the reactor column is already done, and the thermo column is already done, and the fernator column is already done. We haven't touched the magmator chapter column yet. We've done the ender gates, we've done the energy cables, we've done the crystals and things already. That's taken care of. We haven't done energy cells, we haven't done ender cells, although we have some check marks down here already. We have done energizing rods, we have done batteries, we have done player transmitters, and we have one up here on the energy discharger. So we have to take care of all of the energy hoppers, most of the energy dischargers, the ender cells, the energy cells, and the magmators. So we just have to do a whole bunch of crafting, and we can have that power chapter knocked out. So we will set up a bunch of recipes. I believe I have a good surplus of all of the various crystals already in the system for doing these. We can get another chapter knocked out while we are waiting for this craft to go. And then I believe once we have that second LuV arm is completed. Oh, the Rudit's going now. Excellent. Once we have that LuV arm, I believe I'll have all of the components necessary for that elite assembler. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Okay, so Magmator, and we start with the beginning. Boom. Here's the first one. And then we do the next. Oops, I gotta do the next one. Okay, so that's the starter. Then we do the basic, which is the upgrade from the starter. Then from there we do the hardened. And then we do the blazing. And then we do the Niotic. And it is spirited. And last but not least is nitro. Alright, so then we go boom, 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 boom. Alright, so that takes care of that column. So we have that one done, that one done, that one done. Welcome back, JC. That one done, that one done, that one done, that one done. Okay, so now we need to do all of the energy cells. So we're going to put everything that we got for rewards in here. And then now we're going to do the energy cells, which is going to be here. Oh, actually, there. and 7. All right. And pop all these in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then energy cell. All right. So starter. Nice. Okay, so that's starter. Then we have basic. And I already got credit for hardened. Which means I don't have to make a hardened, but I need that one to make the next one, which is blazing. Blazing, and it's not using them in the next recipe, which sucks. Oh, that one it did. There's Niotic. Oh, and Spirited and Nitro. Excellent. Alright, and that, 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 and that. Boom, 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 boom. And I still want to make the alloy blast smelter. Even though it's marked optional, I believe that's going to be a valuable multi-block that we should have. So I know I still want to make that one, but it's just like, oh my gosh, this game is just driving me batty. Okay, 9 more of those. We're making progress. Okay, next we've got the ender cells. Okay, so now down here, ender cell. All right, patterns. Oh. Am I gonna have to run around and make more of those? I'm having a bad feeling about that one, actually. Oh, am I gonna have to make 9 of them? Ew. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so now we've got the ender cell starter. Oh, no, I'm fine. All right, ender cell. Then basic. Basic. Then hardened. Oops, that's not hardened. That is hardened. Okay, then we've got blazing. Blazing. And we have Niotic. Niotic. And we have Spirited. Spirited. No. That is not all of power? Oh, look at that. Those two on the end were optional. Yay! I didn't even notice that when I was looking at them. Another check mark. Woohoo! Yay for us. More goodies to stash in there and check how we're doing. Down to 7. Oh gosh, these are not very fast. Not very oh, but we have one of the 2 electric motors done. And the electric motors are made here. So that means my little system does work. Yay! Like the first good thing I got out of Greg Tech with Brian Storage was this thing right before the system broke. Seriously. That's what's so stupid about the whole thing is I was so damn proud that I got it to work. Okay, well, power's done. Let's see. We can't work on artifacts. We're not working on that one. We're not working on that one. Can we make the super prospector now? We might be able to. LuV sensor, LuV emitter, large vanadium battery, LuV emitter. I don't think we've made those yet. Large vanadium battery. Large vanadium. We have not done that one yet. Okay. Large vanadium battery. That's in a canner, but it has to be EV or higher. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't think we have a canner that is EV or higher yet either. Okay, so we're going to need some extra machines before we can do that one. Okay, so I know we're skipping Mahou Sakai. Now, I suppose we could make our creative items. That's a possibility. We have shards. We have 73,831 shards. Poke Talk's coming in with a subscription. 35 months. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Hope you are well. Let's see. Calculator. Let's see. Calculator. No, not app info. Run the app. 73,831 divided by 54. So I'm up to 1,367 ATM stars. Woohoo! I do not, however, yet have a place or a system to create them. I suppose I could automate that quick. Do I have... no, I do not. I don't remember who we have in the soul gem. Oh, that is Grinch's baby Leviathan. Yeah, let's move you over. Um, did did Grinch move the skeletal dinosaur dude? Um, where did Grinch put the dragon dinosaur dude? He moved him, didn't he? Where's he hanging out now? Uh, hmm. Okay, well, I don't remember where he is. Well, okay. I thought he was sitting in here, but now I don't see him in here. I don't see him downstairs. Because he was here for the longest time, and now he's not here. And I don't remember where he is. I'm gonna move the pedestal. Where did the pedestal go? Pedestal. Pedestal. So I can run a cable. Right out the wall. Lovely. Okay. And then okay. Let's get a couple of these. Put one there. And we're gonna put an exporter on the back there. And then we're going to put where are my barrel upgrades? Oh yes, you're back from your vacation, JC. Are you sunburned? Are you all warmed up and tanned? Are you shaking sand out of all of your belongings? No sunburn. You probably don't sunburn because you are used to the sun down there. Put a couple of those in there. And then, oops. We want to put ATM shards. And you can bring these out a stack at a time. And you can go ahead and fill this barrel up with my ATM shards. And then we're going to put another one in here. And then the other thing we're going to need are the... What is that upgrade you can put in a barrel that limits it to one stack at a time? It's in... Oh, that's available in the other one. That should be fine. We can make this work. So then this would be coming up from here. Oops. Not exporter. I need the cable. Cable. And I need Patrick stars. And this would go in here. Patrick stars. Put speed upgrades in here. And now I need the cable so I can connect these. And this is going to go up, up. Oop, no. Up. Over, over. Okay, so then that should start filling his belly button. Now, the only thing is, did I put that in the right place? Is it right in the center of his belt, or is it one higher? It's one higher. I, of course, put it in the wrong place. Dang it. Should have been. No. Seriously. Come here. There. Now I need cable. And this is going to be Patrick Star. And speed. And not that. And then I need another cable, and that's going to go up one. And then I need to move Okay, now I have those in the right places. Yes, and I'm going to move you over to here. Boop. Okay. Now this... Yeah, iron downgrade. Yeah, that's for drawers, not barrels. And I'd have to take all this down and change it to drawers, and I don't want to go to the extra work. This will be fine. This will be fine. We will make this work. My only concern is I'm going to end up with all of these in, like, the first barrels that I hook up. They're all going to go to 1 and not get distributed evenly. But can't I do like a round robin on a filter? Mm, do I have any upgrades in here? Netherite filter, do I not? I do not have any. I mean, I suppose I could just put exporters on every single one of these. But I don't want my 78,000 to all end up in a single one of the barrels. Oh, wait, these are the limited oak barrels. So they'll only hold a stack, won't they? No, that can't be right, because this is holding 3,000 so far. I mean, I could take the barrels down, I suppose. I mean, it will catch them all here, won't it? I think you served your purpose, and it's time to retire you. there's good. Doo-doo. He's down. Oh, that was weird. It turned into a red one for a minute. Oh, did it again. Okay, now I just need to take out... Alright, it has a limit of 496. Which, that's fine. Okay, so now... I can just feed directly from here. So if I do this, that'll do that. And then we can just branch. And more of these. Take that one off. Make sure that one stays disconnected. Then plug that one in and disconnected. Plug that one in and disconnected, and there. That. So we should just be able to turn this on. So that should start creating... No! Something didn't work. That one worked. Okay. So then, from here, we can put an importer on side of that chest. And run cable down. Come on. Oi! Yeah, I know. I probably... I mean, I have to have a connection on the back of every single one, right? There we go. Alright. So now that should empty out these. I just need to give you some speed upgrades. And now I don't have to worry about it backing up. With create, you can connect creates into one. You can create connects into one. You can join the crafters. I am not familiar with this. Use the wrench on the back of the crafters. Use the wrench on the back of the crafters. Use the wrench on the back of the crafters. Oh! Interesting. I'm sure if I've done this before, it's been so long I don't remember. But I have to make sure to leave that center block separate. Right. So the only one that should be left separate is the one in the middle with the star. Right, right, right. So now I only need to pipe it in once to there, and it will keep running. Awesome! Very nice. Thank you. That was a good tip. I think that's moving in a little bit faster too. Woohoo! Alright, we've now automated our production of ATM stars. Lovely. Let's go see if our thing is done. Go up, up. Oh! Flying too fast. Okay. No, it's not done yet. Ugh. The motors are done. Alright, are we having fluid problems? No. Fluid problem here? No. Are we having problems here? No. Are we having problems up here? Yes. So we have hydrochloric acid, oxygen, and propene in here. Hmm. Hydrochloric acid, oxygen, and propene. I'm completely at a loss as to what it's trying to make here. Let's see here. We're trying to make liquid polyethylene. So the liquid polyethylene would be using liquid polyethylene would be the oxygen and it needs ethylene. Okay, so we need to take this out, and we need ethylene going in. Okay, so I'm going to use my gauge dropper. I can't use my gauge dropper to pick up the ethylene. I need at least... Can I get the dropper on ethylene here? I can use the dropper to deposit into my system, but I can't use the dropper to extract from my system. Oh, tanks. I need to be using the tanks. I remembered before somebody had to remind me. ETH. Oh, that doesn't work either. Um, and I can't change the bucket mode. Is it only basic tanks that have the bucket mode? That doesn't seem right. No, bucket mode isn't changing. Okay, so now I have a bucket of ethylene. I'm going to come over here. We're going to put the ethylene in there. Now I have... Okay, so now we have the hydrochloric acid and the propene, which that should be... Propene should go in with 2 chlorines. So then we should be able to take that out. And then I need 2 chlorine. Chlorine, 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 chlorine. Okay, and that just leaves the mysterious hydrochloric acid, which could be one of those. No, it has to be from this one. So the acetone and the phenol. Did we have a call for those in here? Yes. Okay, so I need the acetone and the phenol. ACE. I need a bucket of acetone. See, this is the sort of weird stuff that happens in my refined storage system. And I need a bucket of phenol. Alright, we come back up to here and we put one of you, and one of you, and one of you. Phenol, acetone, hydrochloric acid. Oh, it should be 2 phenol. I need 400 more of you. Another bucket of you, please. Thank you. And you. Okay. Have we now gotten you underway? Yes! We have now gotten you underway. Oh my golly gosh gee, Batman. Why? Why do I have to keep doing these things manually? I do not understand. I really don't. I just want the elite assembler. Am I asking so much? Really? We've been working on it for a month. A month! It feels like longer. And once again, we have leftover bits and bobs and pieces and parts. These are the pieces for my robot arm. They're going into the multi-block. Yes, 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 yes. Go multi-block. Rah, 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 rah. District and JC may not consider it a big deal. Oh wow, the multi-block worked. For me, the multi-block working is a really big deal. I'm damn proud I got that thing to work. That may be my ultimate achievement in this game, is I got that multi-block to work with refined storage. It may have broken my refined storage system to do it, but by God, I did it. All the months and months and months and months of work to make an ATM star, and we now have 76 in the system. Yep. Alright, we'll get all of that back in there. We'll put that in there. I can put my shield back on. Let us put these back in here. I'm carrying around Patrick stars, which doesn't do me any good. I'll put that in there, and 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 that in there. And oh my god, how long does this one take? Did I really go down there just for it to finish? Seriously? Did I really do that? Because I would not be surprised at all if I did that. What is wrong with you? You have your fluids. You have your data stick. This is not the one for the robot arm. Probably helps to look at the right machine. Is this the one for the robot arm? This is the one for the robot arm. You have lubricant. You have soldering alloy. Why are these in here? Did I change the recipe? There's the gear. There's that. There's that. There's that. Nanoprocessor mainframe. Microprocessor. Wait. That can't be right. Why does the recipe have two different mainframes? Surely that can't be right. No, that's right. One of those, two of those, four of those. Recipe. One of those, two of those, four of those. That is right. Okay. And I left the pattern in there. Oh my god. I do that so often when I come to check on a pattern is I walk away and leave the pattern in the pattern machine. Okay, so this did not pull out here. So I must have changed. Yep, that's what I did. Okay, hang on. We will fix. We'll do boop, boop, boop. One. Oh, I didn't relock it. Oh, dang it. Okay. Well, by order of elimination, the only place left for something to go is going to be that one. So we should be okay for me to put this, this, and this back into place. I think I rewrote the recipe to change the components because the ones I had originally were not working. Alright, so now is it processing? Yes? No? Why are you not processing now? No. The items are gone from the inputs. And it's not in the output bus, so it's gotta have been processed. What you talking about, Willis? Phew. Elite assembler. Start. Give me. Praise be to God. Oh my god. Oh my god. And done. Oh. Okay. It was a month in the making. A month in the making. But it's here. We did it. We did it. Oh my god, we did it. Okay, I need a flux point. Oops. I need you to give me power. I'm gonna go second network for this one. That will give me power. Then let's give me a crafter. Oh, wait. I found my missing supply of crafters. Ha ha ha. There is crafter. And then we need importer. Boom. Okay. The ludicrous voltage coil. This voltage is ludicrous. Okay. Ludicrous voltage coil. Here. Here. here, here, and speed upgrades. Okay. Ludicrous. Voltage coil. Start. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're actually getting crafts done. Okay. It's going to take a second. It has to make the fine osmiridium wire. That hopefully will not take long. Nope, nope, it's done. Over to here. Oh, what circuit did that need? Circuit 1, circuit 1, circuit 1, circuit 1. Yes! Ludicrous voltage coil. Boom. 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 Ooh, rare earth. That's a... Ooh, 23 rare earth. Yes, baby. We'll take that. Okay. An LuV energy hatch. LuV energy hatch at last. Now we can upgrade our multi-block structure tiers. EBF, VF, crackers. Crackers. I haven't even made a cracker yet, and they want me to upgrade the cracker. Okay, I'm making a note. We need to go back and make the cracker. LFD. LFD. What's an LFD? Hey, cat lover, how are you? Welcome to the stream. LFD. LFD. What is an LFD? LFD. I have no idea what that acronym is for. I am doing well after a month of trying and trying. We have finally made our elite assembler and our ludicrous voltage coil. So we are now only 2 quests away from being able to advance out of the LuV chapter and move on to ZPM. I am very ready to be looking behind at this chapter and moving forward. This has been extremely frustrating. I'm afraid to look at what is involved in an LuV energy hatch, because I know I'm going to need a lot of these. Because we're going to need to upgrade 4 EBFs, 1 vacuum freezer, 1 distillation tower. I still have to build the damn cracker, and I don't know what an LFD is. Is that the distillation tower? I bet that's the distillation tower. Okay, I feel better now. So I have to update that too. They can process faster and they can process LuV tier materials. Let's go. Okay. Deep breath. LuV energy hatch. How bad is it? Okay. It is a 5 input item, 2 fluid input assembly line. It requires LuV power. Now let me think on this. We don't have an LuV energy hatch, which I'm thinking means I need 2 IV energy hatches to take it up to an LuV energy. It's going to require research, and we require 2 fluids, liquid soldering alloy. I have that fixed. That recipe was broken, but I fixed that. And then this is sodium potassium. Do we have sodium potassium? Sodium. We have a recipe for sodium potassium. I don't have any in stock, but that's okay. We can fix that. Okay. So, I need to I'm going to move that aside. Let me start a new piece of paper. So, this is for LuV energy hatch. And while I'm thinking about it, that next one, the 4A energy hatch, we just made it so our multi-block structures can use LuV tier energy, but how about going one step forward and giving them ZPM tier power? We can use our, once we make an LuV energy hatch, we can make it a 4A energy hatch in our elite assembler with 4x niobium titanium wire and rhodium plated palladium plates. Multiple ampere energy input from multi-blocks. Okay, so that doesn't require another multi-block. I can use this to craft it. Okay, so we just need 5, look at that again. Okay, so we got, this has got 5 item inputs and 2 fluid inputs. And requires research. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna put this in our scanner, which is here. And it's gonna go invisible because of course it is. And we're gonna do LuV energy hatch here, start. So let's get the research going first while we go and scope out the parts we need for our... Okay, so it's going to be one smaller than this one. I don't think... Yeah, it's going to be one smaller than this one. But it's going to have 2 energy hatches on the top. Okay. So I'm going to make a list of what the pieces are, and then we're going to call it a night. And then, unless something comes up in the next day or 2, we'll have another stream, and hopefully I will have the pieces made, depending on whether it's tomorrow night or the next night, we'll see. Hopefully I'll have the pieces we need for this next multi-block. So first of all, let's just get the list of what we need, and then hopefully in the next day or 2 we'll have another stream, and we'll see if I've had a chance to make any of these pieces yet, or if we're going to make them together, or how this is going to work. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we need 17 solid machine casings. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 2 is 12 laminated glass. And then we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 assembly control casings and 6 assembly line casings. And then we're going to need 6 and 6 is 12. Minus 2 would be 10 assembly line gratings. Then we need 1 data hatch, 1 assembly line, and then I need to subtract 2 of the solid machine casings for input hatches, so that makes this number 15, and there will be 2 LV input hatches, and then there will be 5 ULV input bus and 1 ULV output bus. And then I need 2 IV energy hatches. Okay. And this will be machine or multi-block number 5. That we will set up in here. And I think I already have some. That actually belongs over here. So I have, those are ULV. Okay, so I have the LV input hatches. So those I have. And I have some of these. And I have the flux point. Okay. Okay. We're waiting for it to finish the IV energy hatch so it can do the research, and then it will be done, if I'm interpreting that correctly. Oh, which I should include that. 1 research. And some of these go really quickly. So like the laminate glass. I feel like they go relatively quickly. All things considering. It's already made one. Is the IV energy hatch stuck? Where do we make IV energy hatch at? See, assembler 0. Says it should be here. I don't see it. Wait a minute. Oh, look! It's done. It literally left all of this stuff sitting there. Go figure that one out. Research done. Now, I just was saying all the viewers how quickly you guys were working, and now you're going to be stuck. Why? Why? You had been doing so well. The acetic acid and the ethylene is stuck. You only have 2 recipes. There are only 2 recipes in here, and you managed to get stuck. Seriously. Really? 2 recipes. One oxygen, 1 acetic. One liquid liquid oxygen. I put the wrong kind of oxygen in. I goofed. I put oxygen gas. It wants liquid oxygen. In a lot of cases, they don't care. This one's very specific. Liquid oxygen, acetic acid, ethylene. Liquid oxygen, acetic acid, and ethylene. Why are you not running? Because you have a 2 on instead of a 3. What the hell? Now I'm even more confused. It clearly says chemical reactor 3. So why was the circuit on 2? when there's only 2 recipes? There's no reason for it to be on circuit 2. Oh my god. Alright, I'm canceling that. I'm not sure if that was processing correctly because that was on the wrong circuit. I got 4 laminate glass correct, so I need 8 more. Can we try that again, please? AB Navy, my dear, hello, hello, how are you? I'm glad I kept streaming long enough for you to make an appearance. I just wanted to get some of the easy pieces and parts of this next craft out of the way before we signed off for the night. We have finally, after a month of struggling, managed to get our elite assembler up and running and make the next part. Ugh. Not a problem at all. Late is better than not making it at all, and I'm very glad to see you. See, again, look at all the leftover bits in this craft. Even though it is done crafting, it makes no sense. District finds it completely crazy how messed up it is. It is absolutely insane. Alright, so I need 15 of these, and I have 4. So that means I need to make 11? No. Yeah, 11. Math is getting hard. Oh my gosh. So these are the easy parts. These are the ones that are just very simple crafts, don't involve a bunch of machines running a lot of fluid crafts, a lot of things jumping around between different levels of the base, and processing billions of gallons of oil and all the other crazy stuff that we've had to do. This is the quote unquote easy parts. Everything after this goes downhill quickly. Like pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. We'll put that in there. We'll put that in there. We'll put that in there. We are now up to 139 ATM stars. So we've almost doubled our ATM stars since the last time I checked. I love it. That is so awesome. So awesome. We are going to need that wrench. And we are going to need that to lock our drawers. But we should get one more of the hard crafts going before we sign off. So let's get 2 of the IV energy hatches. Let's start that. So this one's going to take... Well, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. Like, nowhere near as I thought it would. And now we have a ton of lubricant being produced. Like everybody and their uncle producing some lubricant. Yes. Yes, typical Minecraft, making us feel good and safe and then launching us down a horrible rabbit hole. Exactly. That is exactly what it does. And it does it so very, very well. For sure. So these should be processing in the assembler 0 over here. Well, it should be processing in that assembler 0, but I don't see it. Do I have another assembler 0? Like, I don't think I do. And the recipe is right here. There it comes. I wasn't patient, and here it comes. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Here was the first one. That should be sending the second one through. Wow, that was easier than I thought. I thought that was going to be our overnight craft. We have our base supply of iridium now. We have 300,000 iridium nuggets thanks to my bees, which is amazing. I'm hoping I have rerouted past whatever the glitchiness has been so that we can keep moving forward. I've rerouted around hydrochloric acid. I've rerouted around iridium. And if I have to, I'll just keep rerouting around things. Oops, I can't spell. There's the energy hatches. Boom. Energy hatches. Done. Okay, let's try the grading. So grading, I have 2 and I need 10. So I need to make 8. See, now that doesn't look so bad. Famous last words. I mean, look how fast that crafts compared to our early game crafting, which took forever. All of that time we spent upgrading the machines to IV level is totally paying off now because our crafting speed is so much better. There's still some things we can do a little bit better, I think, like the rotors. Some of the rotors I could definitely do better, I think, in changing how I'm making them from one machine to another. I'm not necessarily optimized in how I'm making things, but I mean, that was so reasonable. So reasonable. Grading. Done. Okay. So, line casing. I have 1. I need 5 more. So, we need 5 more. Oh, I need 317 smooth sandstone. What? Okay, well, that was something that wasn't on the bingo card. Smooth sandstone. I need to cook sandstone? I mean, I don't even know if I have enough sandstone to do that one. Oop. I do. Okay. Start. See, now, Saturday, when we tried to make the IV emitters and the IV sensors, this was erroring out. So all of the work we did tracking down the bug, whatever it was, in hydrochloric acid and iridium, we fixed that because now the IV emitter and the IV sensor craft is now working. But I still don't feel like I can run multiple crafts simultaneously because I think they're going to clash with each other and break the machines. I mean, just wanting run craft, I have recipes break. So, I'll take what I can get though. This one, I think, is going to be our let it run and we'll pick it up again next time craft. But look at that beautiful machine. I want to kiss you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I can't show myself kissing the machine, but I am kissing the machine. Mwah, 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 mwah. You beautiful machine, you. I am so happy to see you. We got this and this done. We have these two left before we complete the chapter. We do want to make the ABS, which is optional, but I think it's an important machine. So we got that going before I consider this chapter really done, and then we can start in on this baby. I mean, technically, we have it unlocked, and we could start on it at any time, right? So if things get too crazy, I can maybe try some of these and see if any of them are possible yet. But it's like next level of circuit assembler and the next level of some other machines that are up in our future. Yippee. Yahoo. I'm so excited. Can't you tell? But progress, 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 progress. I am so happy we have finally made progress. So, custom. I am happy, happy, happy. It is a self-care reminder from AV Navy. Everybody, this is a great time as we are getting ready for bed. It is time to have a drink, take your nighttime meds, get a good stretch in, wash your glasses, brush your hair, brush your teeth, do all of the things that you need to do to take the best care of you possible, because if you don't take care of you, who will? Well, I have Grinch to help take care of me, but not everybody has their own Grinch. So, progress is progress, yes, and we are definitely, definitely happy with some progress. Ugh, we have been stuck here for so long. So, I am caught up on knitting, and barring any more orders, I will hopefully be able to do some more streams this week. And we're going to keep going. We're going to get this chapter done. We are going to move on to ZPM. We are going to try and stay ahead of JC. We are not going to stay ahead of JC, but by God, we're going to try to stay ahead a little longer. He is going to be working on the assembler multi-blocks this next weekend, and knowing JC, he's going to have a dozen of those things up in no time. I'm struggling to make my fifth. But I hope you all have enjoyed our 2-hour stream tonight. We will be back in the next day or two. Not sure which it'll be, if it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm thinking it'll be Wednesday, because I know Grinch has Neverwinter Nights event that'll keep him busy and so I can stream while he's sailing. It'll be perfect. No, not a problem at all. You never have to apologize, AV Navy. I'm just glad you were able to make it. So, and we will hopefully be back, I'm thinking Wednesday, and we'll hopefully have some more progress. I will have multi-block number 5. Hopefully it will be up and running. We will be able to have these LuV energy hatches made, maybe even the 4A upgraded version, question mark, and move on to that alloy blast smelter, which would be a big multi-block to add to our collection and move on to that ZPM chapter before JC passes us. So that is the plan of action for this week. Everybody, please take care. Stay cool if you are burning up in the US because it's very hot here. And we will catch you next time with more All the Mods 9. I'm Katiana.